Today we are going to do an upper body workout, and it's going to be every minute on the minute. So you go at your own pace. You'll need a bench. If you do not have a bench, you can lay on the floor, a step up, or a jump rope, but I'm going to pretend jump rope. Make sure that you have all of your dumbbells laid out near you in case that you need a change. All right, so here we go. We are going to warm up first. So we are just going to do a fast warm up. Make sure that you are pulling in your core. You are always using your core. I have a slight bend in my knees. You want to protect your back with having a slight bend in your knees. All right, let's roll those shoulders back. Keep your core in. Now, if you are doing this workout before 7 a.m., you can do it fasted. Okay, now roll your shoulders forward. But your body is fully awoke after 7 a.m. and it needs to be fed when you're strength training. So make sure that you eat a good protein carb source going into the workout to give yourself some energy. Our first exercise is Cuban rotation. So I want you to take your dumbbells and you are just rotating your shoulders. Now, if you have any shoulder issues, I want you to do this exercise as an alternative. So this is Cuban rotation. We are doing every minute on the minute. So at any time, if this hurts you, this is so great for shoulder recovery. If you have any injuries, I want you to drop the weight, or I want you to do as much of it as you can and then go to the other alternative. So it's great for the rotator cuff of the shoulder, but you will have to drop your weight. I'm only using 5 pounds and I can lift up to 15 with my shoulders. So you will have to drop your weight. At any time if you need a rest, just feel free to rest and get right back to it. All right, rest time. I'm gonna do step ups. You can do whatever you want. If you don't want to step up, if you want to step side to side, but we are going to stay moving all during this workout. So we're gonna do a minute of the exercise and then a minute of step ups or march in place, walk side to side, whatever you wanna do. You may not have a step up bench. All right, we're gonna go back to Cuban rotation. Go straight into the exercise. Here we go. Make sure that you keep those shoulders pulled back. This is a great exercise, especially if you have a desk job and you feel like you're slumped over. This is a great exercise to incorporate. But again, if you have any shoulder injuries and you can't do this exercise yet, then I want you to do this. You're pulling up with your elbows. Cuban rotation. Pull that core in. If you have to rest at any time, rest. All right, now we're gonna do, so you can do step ups. I'm gonna march in place. You can march in place, you can pretend jump rope. So you're gonna notice through this workout, different ways when you're not using your weights side to side that you can do. So this is helping you get a jump on your steps for the day. That's what I love about that. When you exercise in the morning, there'll be times if I don't get my workout in the morning or if I don't get a jump on my steps. I like to talk a lot on the phone and walk around getting my steps in. That's why you'll see me not have cardio, a lot of cardio is just usually on my Strong Home Gym program at the end. All right, Cuban rotation again. Last time, you'll notice that it's at the end of the workout. You never want to do cardio before you work out, because what you do is if you went and did a bunch of cardio, then you're not going to have the energy to lift the weight. So getting your steps in is so beneficial for fat loss, weight loss. Movement is key. Again, if you have any shoulder injuries, if this hurts, feels so good, then I want you to do this alternative. So many women, all right, here we go. So many women have shoulder injuries, especially if you have a desk job, you know, you slump over. We carry our stress in our shoulders, and so that's why we get more shoulder injuries than most men. Now, a lot of men get shoulder injuries because of CrossFit. That's why I'm not a huge fan of CrossFit, because so many women come to me, and men, for our men workout, that have shoulder injuries. You have to be very mindful with your shoulders. Honestly, you should use lighter weight than what you think and do a mind to muscle technique. All right, rest time. All right, our next exercise is rear delt raises. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean over and you are going to pull up with your elbows. You're pulling up with your elbows. You're feeling it right under your bra. Women like to call it their bra fat. I want you to keep going. So you're gonna feel it right here, and you are pulling up with your elbows. Make sure that you are breathing. Did you know the way that you lose weight is through your breath? You want to be breathing. You are gonna get more benefit. All right, here we go, rest time. I'm gonna do step ups this time. And if you don't have a step up bench, then what you can do is, you can march in place. So movement is key. This is helping us get our steps in, releasing our natural endorphins. But back to breathing. So anytime you lift weights, especially if you're in a gym, you see men or women that hold their breath, you do not want to hold your breath. You want to make sure that you are breathing, exhaling, even in your core work, because that's how you exhale your fat and how you lose weight. So you want to be breathing. It is so beneficial just breathing. Like if you wake up in the morning, breathe through your nose, exhale through your mouth. All right, here we go, rear delt raises. I'm gonna up my weight, because remember, we're doing every minute on the minute. You go at your own pace. But that's why breathing is so important. You can heal so much just through breathing. That's why I have my diastasis recti course, and it is all through breathing. Now, it takes a while, but you can heal and lose weight through breathing. So make sure even when you're walking to breathe, make sure that you're breathing. Do not hold your breath. You're pulling up with your elbows. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna pretend jump rope. You can do step ups, whatever you wanna do. Keep that core pulled in. Keep your shoulders pulled back. You can march in place. Every minute on the minute, you go at your own pace. You may jump rope faster than me. You may step up faster than me. You may step up slower than me. Remember, moving your body is so much more than just weight loss. It is your mood, it's your natural endorphins. I always say when I exercise, I eat better. I don't know about you. Okay, here we go, last set. When I exercise, I eat better. It helps keep me on track. You're a much better wife, mom, friend, sister when you exercise. So make sure that you start looking at exercise more than just weight loss. You know, you don't only brush your teeth, you know, just for them to be pretty. You know, it's your dental health. You don't wash your face just to have a clean face. It's just part of your daily healthy regimen. So that's how you should view exercise or movement. "15 more seconds. All right, rest time, step ups, jump rope, whatever you want to do. Just get that movement in. Pull that core in. And this is a great way to get a jump start on your 10,000 steps. Now remember, post-workout, within the hour, you want to make sure and have a good protein source. Okay, grab your dumbbells. We're going to do 21s. So let me show you what to do on this. So we're going to start here for 7, and then here for 7, and then all the way up, all the way down for 7, and make sure that you have a bend in your knees. All right, so here we go. So good protein sources, you know, we all think of protein shakes just because it's just something that is fast for us to get into our body, and a lot of women do not like to eat post-workout. Okay, halfway up, halfway down. But another good source is Greek yogurt, eggs, chicken, ground turkey. You know, make sure that you have a good protein source. Let it all the way up, all the way down. You want to fuel those muscles that you just burned with energy with a good protein source, a good meal afterwards. Now, if you're someone that has to grab a fast and go, okay, you can do whatever you want. Jump rope, step up. So if you're wanting something fast, I always tell my nutrition clients, a good protein shake and like 1/4 of a cup of Honey Nut Cheerios, and it needs to be Honey Nut Cheerios because the Honey Nut Cheerios will push that protein drink into your muscles and restore your glycogen levels. So if you're out and about and you want to grab something, that's a little trick for you to do, because you want to make sure and fuel those muscles within the hour. All right, here we go again. All right, so 21s. So we start 7, a slight bend in your knee because it protects your back. Pull that core in. All right, here we go. I have a pelvic tilt, and so I really have to be mindful of pulling my core in because it makes it look like it all the way up, all the way down. Like I don't have my core pulled in. And so if you kind of tuck your butt in, bend your knees, pull that core in, because I look like I have a pooch even if I don't, just because of my pelvic tilt. Some people have, you know, if you kind of have a sway back like I do, when you walk, if you want to tuck that pelvic tilt in, that will help you, and that'll help you with your core too, pull your core in. All right, like I said, you can jump rope, you can do whatever you want to do. Step ups, march in place. You should be really feeling good now. We are halfway through. All right, we're gonna do one more set of 21s. Here we go. Okay, slight bend in your knees. Pull your core in. Halfway up, halfway down. All the way up, all the way down. Here we go. Full extension, do not cheat yourself. Go all the way down. If you're not going all the way down, then you need to drop your weight. If you're feeling this in your shoulders, you need to drop your weight. You want to feel it in your bicep. Pull that core in. All right, here we go. Step back, march in place. And you notice how I schedule your workout is split body training. You want to do upper body one day, lower body the next day. You can mix a full body in there. Because if you're just working your upper body, unless you're injured, every single day, you cannot do that. You need to let those muscles rest a minimum of 24 hours in between, or 48 hours. So that's what you do, an upper body, a lower body, then full body. You can work your glutes as much as you want because it's a big muscle and it is hard to get those glutes sore. So you want to let that soreness wear off before you do that bottom part again. So I hope that helps explain. I get that question a lot. All right, here we go. We are going to do tricep extension. So if you do not have one big dumbbell, you can put two together and you can do the same thing. So every minute on the minute. Remember to breathe. This will get your bat wings. All the women always talk about they want their bat wings. On our tricep exercises, I'm going to do 3 different ones because I love to work the triceps. So I'm going to throw in 3 different ones here on you. Triceps are the part of the arm that most women are always coming to me saying, okay, what can I do to work my to make my arms not so flabby? And so it's your triceps. And you can go as heavy as possible. Your biceps, you have to watch out because you could put your shoulder in there. But on your triceps, you can go as heavy as you can as long as you're using good form. I'm gonna make sure because you can't get bulky by lifting weights anyway. That is with your diet. But you cannot get, if you're really wanting to tone down the flab on your triceps or the back of your arms, tricep exercises is where it's at, and you want to go as heavy as possible. All right, 15 more seconds. Like I said, you can do a step up, you can pretend jump rope, you can march in place, you can walk side to side, whatever you want to do. All right, here we go. I want you to lean over, tricep extensions. Head in line with your body. Pull your core in. Full extension. Make sure you're breathing. If you have to drop your weight at any time, just do so and get right back at it. All right, here we go, step ups. Or march in place, side to side. I just want you moving, okay? It's every minute on the minute. We are moving this whole time during this workout. Hope that you're feeling good. You're nice and sweaty. Your endorphins are kicking in. You're gonna have the best day. March up with your knees. Whatever you wanna do, just change it up. All right, so our next exercise is gonna be tricep skull crusher. So you can lay on the floor or you can lay on the bench. So I'm gonna lay on a bench. You can put your knees up, your feet up, and here we go. full extension. If you're cheating yourself, then you need to drop down your dumbbell weight. Every minute on the minute, you go at your own speed. I just want full extension, and I do not want the dumbbells touching. You want them separated, and you are gonna have one arm that is a little bit weaker than the other, and that is very, very normal. So that's why you do not want the dumbbells touching. Your triceps should be burning by now. All right, step back. All right, you'll need a dumbbell for this core work. So we're gonna lean back, and you are going to take the dumbbell behind you, and you're gonna reach for your toes. You are pressing your back to the floor. Exhale when you come up. Three more. All right, what I want you to do now is put your hands under your bottom to protect it, and you're going to alternate tapping, and I want you to point your toes. Make sure that you're pointing your toes. Mind a muscle in your lower abdominal. Head up if you're advanced. If you're not as advanced, then you can keep your head pulled back. All right, put your legs together, and I want you to pulse, pulse, pulse. Short pulses. I can feel it more in my lower abdominals if I put my head back on this exercise. All right, now I want you to take your bottom off the ground if you can. Make sure and breathe. All right, we are gonna rest 10 seconds, and then we are gonna repeat it again. And here we go. All right, you'll need a dumbbell for this core work. So we're gonna lean back, and you are going to take the dumbbell behind you, and you're gonna reach for your toes. You are pressing your back to the floor. Exhale when you come up. Three more. All right, what I want you to do now is put your hands under your bottom to protect it, and you're going to alternate tapping, and I want you to point your toes. Make sure that you're pointing your toes. Mind a muscle in your lower abdominal. Head up if you're advanced. If you're not as advanced, then you can keep your head pulled back. All right, put your legs together and I want you to pulse, pulse, pulse. Short pulses. I can feel it more in my lower abdominals if I put my head back on this exercise. All right, now I want you to take your bottom off the ground if you can. Make sure and breathe. All right, okay, you'll need a dumbbell for this exercise. We are going to plank, so get up in a plank, bottom down, and then you're just going to alternate. Slide the dumbbell over. Pull in that core. This is actually an all over body. Planking, we think is with our core, but it's actually a full body exercise. Go as long as you can.